Can you hear my phone? Probably. That's the delay distance. Distance? You would count it in parsecs. I made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs. Really can't. All right. So there's that. Happy Monday. Happy Montag. Happy knifety knife. Anybody ever knife? It's bright in here. It's definitely, I got all my lights on. We're fully lit. Well, I'm not fully lit. I'm fully lit. I'm also soberly enough. What? Sure. Time frame, not distance. But see, that's the thing. It's the time frame, but it's a distance. But it was like the distance traveled in the time frame. Wait. It's very yellowish. I would agree with that. Let's see, like if I go like this, poosh, instantly less yellowish. If I go like this, poosh. Oh. It's like I'm home. It's like I'm home. The walls are yellow, so we've got that. Although these walls are about to be owned by yours truly, so we could paint the walls. Although painting the walls after I already put up all of this, it would be, that would be a hassle. That would be a hassle. Baby steps to the door. Baby steps. Magnus Lotto, what's up, Thomas? Jason Beecher, Donnie, Bob Tism, Rachel Jordan. I got locked in. What's up, Marco, Matt Conklin? Here we are. Clint Crosby, right up at the beginning. There's Robin. I won the Little Monster on Instagram. So excited. Rachel won a Little Monster. Who was doing that giveaway? Hello, knife nerds. Want to know why knives? I'll be back. I'll be here. We'll be there. Magnus Lotto. So you won one of these? Is this the little monster you're talking about that you won? What color did you get? Or are there different colors? I don't know anything about this. Based. Search. Are there other? Oh. Ooh, we got micarta. That's what I would do. Robin says, is the place he's renting, they're selling? Yeah, I was kind of worried about that for a while. Luckily, they allowed me to be first chance at purchaser. Rent's going to go up. Won't be rent anymore, though. Just got the Civivi Guile with black G10 and black wash blade. Thomas, it's a great knife. It's a great knife. Grateful Dong in the house. Magnus Lutz, ho, ho! Something like that. That B word. Rachel got the orange one. So was that orange G10? Yeah, looks like. I recommend picking up some micarta. Doesn't really say. I'm assuming you could probably buy just the scale. Yeah, the micarta is probably fine too. I mean the G10. G's up. Dwayne Letterman in the house. Slap. What's up, Dwayne? Boosh. Did I carry this yesterday again? I tell you what, this Kubi is ridiculous. We talked about it. Want to know why knives is back? Welcome back. Donnie and I were talking about this after day one at Texas, sitting there hanging out, opening and closing this Kubi. This is a 14C 28N Kubi. I think these retail for like 60, 70 bucks. It just works. The thumb works every time. The flick out is really nice. It just feels smooth. It drops well. It's solid. It's like, how is this knife so good? You know, not that other knives are not good, but when you pick up one and it just, every time, it just feels nice. It just drops. Eagle Scout in the house. Eagle Scout, I tried to find the live. I heard you were live the other night messing around with your Monterey Bay. And then I tried to find the live and I could not find it. And so I don't know if it, because it had just aired, it hadn't been posted yet. But Eagle Scout and I and a few other people got the Monterey Bay knives. Here's mine. Honey Badger. Eagle Scout took his apart trying to see if he could figure out what was wrong with it. Did you move the lock bar? I'm thinking the lock bar might be the solution. On mine, I'm getting a little lock rock. We're getting a little rock on the blade. But I notice on mine, if I can focus, you can see the lock. If I push the lock over, it's now super solid. But look at where the lock is. Boom. See that little pop? This is where it sits. It's almost like if we were to take this apart, take the spring and push it over a little bit more so the spring has a little more punch to it, it would pop it over and then probably solve it. I'm not saying it will, but that's basically what's happening is the space between where it's hitting here and it's hitting the stop pin is just giving it just the tiniest bit of play. But it's frustrating, so it's not something that we're fans of. I am going to try that, though, and I think that might solve it. I know Eagle Scout was live, and he was messing around. I wasn't able to catch the live, so I'm not sure exactly what was tried. I know Kathleen let me know that she was kind of checking out the live, and people were making some suggestions, and you were kind of messing around. The geometry of the lock bar it might not be on, but mine, when it's over a little more, it's solid as can be. So I almost feel like if the lock bar had a little more spring push to it, it might solve that might not be the case in everyone. I messaged Fred to ask because he got one too. What's up, Trish? But when my lock bar is there, which is about a little more than halfway, it's solid. But then it will pop back that far to there. And that is now where I have just this tiny little bit of rock on there. Other than that, this thing is absolutely fantastic. But I am not a fan of the rock for sure. I do need a gray skull birdhouse for my window, though, Robin. Oh, we're gonna start talking about this again. I'll bring that up. Robin making some Castle Grayskull birdhouses. Eagle Scout, we're gonna get it fixed. We're gonna get it taken care of. I think that Sanford's he'll be true to it. If we end up having problems, I'm sure he'll be able to make it right. He's a good guy. Hummingbirds are cool. The lockup of a new knife shouldn't be 60%. What should it be? 30? Have you owned a Chris Reeve, Thomas? He hasn't seen. I messaged him on Instagram, and it's one of those things where it's not coming up as a new message. It's like a hidden message. Like when someone wants to send me a message on Instagram, it doesn't come up in my messages. It's all hidden away in like, oh, I have to go in there and find it and accept it. And so it's not popping out. I've had people that sent me a message that I didn't see for like a week or two. And that's where I'm at. So I can't send him a second message. I should send him an email. But I just sent him a message on Instagram. But because we weren't friends yet, it puts you in a different category, which is dumb. I don't like the way Instagram works with that. KDK, I really like your Blade Show Texas Day 2 video. Thanks, Thomas. It was fun. I didn't take, we were in the moment. I didn't film as much as maybe I could have, but the reality is when you're with good people and you're having a great time, sometimes living in that moment is more important than trying to make a video quick. And a lot of times I was just having fun and not filming as much. And so I didn't have as much. I feel like last year I had more footage. This year I didn't have as much, but it's because we were just enjoying the time and having a blast. Monterey Bay Knives, assembling those knives in the morning, first day of Blade Show in their hotel room. Maybe. KDK ignores all mine. What do you send me, Mark? What? I have a bunch of people that send me like memes and videos like every day, and I don't always watch those all the time because I don't always, it's like going in and specifically doom scrolling through some feeds to watch little shorts, and I don't do that all too often. So then when I get them, I don't always watch those right away either. Yes. Yes. So we have that issue. I'm gonna email him today too, and maybe we'll hear back. But I don't even go on Instagram every day sometimes, so I don't know how often he posts on there, and then having it not stick out. That really bugs me though, because I've had that several times where someone messaged me on Instagram. We weren't friends yet, and I had no idea it was even there because there's no little icon popping up screaming at you saying it's there unless you're already friends. I had an exciting business opportunity I tried to share with KDK in his DMs, but he ignored me. When was this, Neil? And was it on Instagram? Because as everyone knows, I used to have my Outlook email that is no more. It got hacked and I lost that. But that was like over a year ago. Exciting business opportunity. Yeah, I got in touch with this prince from overseas that had this great idea. All we had to do was give him all our money. Can't believe Rachel won off the Instagram. Thought it was a scam. Who was doing the giveaway? What happens at Blade Show stays at Blade Show. What's up, Blind Boo? Well, it's also fun to share. It was on one of my burner accounts. It was legit. Burner account, so if I didn't even know who it was, sometimes it's tough. I'm not that popular, but I still get these silly. I would rather exchange phone numbers, says Trish. Trish, I don't want everyone to have my phone number though. I mean, Trish, you have it. There's certain people that I trust. I'm not saying that I don't trust everyone in the live here, but I'm like, to me, my phone isn't, you know what I mean? Some of us lived back in the day when you didn't always have some people could just contact you at any given moment. What's up, Steven? I have a bad case of gas, says Blind Wood. I had a kind of a stomach ache yesterday. Got a little gassy. Feeling good today. LOL, I feel special. Well, you're pretty cool. You're pretty cool. So I mean, you got that going for you, which is nice. Trish did make it into the video for all of a second. I wasn't all trying to film up on her, but she was standing right next to me when I was making the ABW video, so she got a little cameo. Eagle Scout's in there. I don't give anyone my phone number unless it's friend or family. Exactly, Eagle Scout. But some people slowly they become friends, like Trish, friend. Fred the Lug, friend. Please don't anybody get stressed out if we haven't exchanged phone numbers. Doesn't mean we're not friends. I still spend. I message a lot of my friends that have their phone numbers. We start messaging on Instagram or something too, and then all of a sudden we're messaging there just as much. Rachel won. She won one of these. Robin, boom. This one right here. She won the. Or is this the right one, or did I changed it? This is different. That's my fault. She won this one. The Orange Tactical Little Monster. Fixed blade. I still haven't... Did someone say where... Want to know why knives? Yo, I'm invisible. I see you. Want to know why? The only guy who calls me is someone trying to sell extended warranty. Truth. Truth. Fixed? Oh yeah, fixed blade. Heck of a looking blade. What is the 14C? 14C 28N 6061 G10 Kydex sheath. Oh, look at that little kind of in the pocket clip too. Not bad. Real. Was the giveaway? The giveaway was real, apparently. So what is everyone talking about this giveaway, not knowing if it's real or not? Was it like an Instagram, like just through Instagram itself? It wasn't an actual person? If a Nigerian prince contacts you saying that you sent him 5,000. Yeah. I already sent that guy that money. I supposed to be getting a forge in the mail. Oh my! I think I'm either getting arthritis, I'm getting old, or I cracked my knuckle a year ago smacking it on something, and now it hurts. Did you know that your government overpaid you for medical supplies? You might be entitled to a settlement. Were you in Mankato between 1990 and 1997? You may have been exposed to asbestos. Truth facts. Truth facts. I remember we had to all get, what was it? There was a hepatitis outbreak or whatever. And like the whole town, we went and had to get, take these pills, and it made you pee all orange. That was in the 90s. I knew a couple people that got that hepatitis, and wasn't pleasant, I guess. Try wearing a wristband while sleeping. What? Wait. What? Wear a wristband while sleeping? Oh, for my finger? I smashed it, and like, so basically what happens is like, if I used to crack my knuckles a lot. I don't really anymore, but like, you know how like you can crack them this way and then you can do this knuckle here. So this one feels like it wants to pop, but it doesn't want to pop, and it feels like it's a little tight. Aren't there like 7 different hepatitises? Maybe. Yeah, Matt, I apologize. I caught back on. I rolled off the cliff and then I grabbed back on. There are, I think it was hepatitis B or C. That was in Mankato, like college town back in the 90s. Smoky Poo in the house. What's up, everybody? Having a good smocktastic day? If I could only sue someone in a class action loss, I know, right? Or just get the winning lottery ticket. And so, yeah, well, my fingers will like feel like they can squish all the way down. This one feels like it goes to there and it's tight up there. So it's either from smashing it or I'm getting old and getting some arthritis. All I know is that I don't want any of them, right? I don't know how many hepatitis there are, but I'll pass. I'm good. I'm good. What's up, Co Bunny? Drinking some coffee, relaxing. Excellent. Excellent. From the other side. From around the other side. Am I developing trigger finger? It's my ring finger. It's literally like the old wedding finger. You know? Once upon a time, there was a ring. 5 years of life, there was one right there. But man, that came off 19 years ago. Holy crap. Time goes by. Salvia and in the dark? Wait a minute, what? Oh. Isn't it just fun to say Smoky Poo? I'm too old to drink alcohol. I mean, I went to college, you know. That was my college days. I definitely hit it up. Now I have a couple beers here and there. I like to go to the brewery and have a couple. You know, usually I might have a 12 pack in the fridge. You know, I might have a couple here and there. But time flies. Must have been having some fun. Ugh. Too much fun. Ever see people that get tats of wedding rings? Good lord. Snail Trail Dale just got done snarpening my Kaiser Horning. The Horning, warning. Grateful Dong. Dude, that one is that's probably my least. What do I do with that one? You know, like these two? Oh, yeah. And this one, I'm definitely good with the old metal, you know. When I cut the end of this finger off, I wasn't using it for a while, so I was doing a lot of pinchy, this type of stuff. So this one really picked up the extra dexterity. Hate Nate in the house. We've got triple. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. We have triple Magnus sluts in the house. And I'll orb the head. Ba-ba-da-ba. Can you see Voltron's ween? Oh, settle down. What's up, Hate Nate? We are complete. The quadfecta. Hopefully, you don't have that hideous 1990s barbed wire arm tattoo. Look at the barbed wire. Ah! The powers combined. Don, Dong, you're late. Hate Nate's usually busy on a Monday around this time, or he's usually not home from work yet, or whatever sexy things he does. Thanks, Pamela Anderson. Barbed wire. Good old Pam. Back before she, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was a classic. You know, Casey has never asked me if I can see Voltron. Well, I try to do these things, Neil, the old North Val. I mean, I try to juggle poop knives. I try to, I got to step up the game to some type of level of something. I mean, my numbers don't go anywhere anymore, but we've got the crew. We've got the crew. So it's all good. Not worried about it. Speaking of which, don't I? I think I do. Show support for Kenman. Membership gifting. Send 5 now. Slap. I had 5 from the old YouTubes. Let's get them out there. Let's get them out. Emojis up for the new folks. Threw a couple of memberships out there. Thanks to YouTube. What do we got? Blind Woo, Smocky Poo, Unfiltered Aquarius, Panther Balls, and Rob Tenry. Excellent selection. Oh my God, Smocky Poo's green. Look at you. How cute. Adorable. You get to be green for a whole month now. Isn't that just delightful? Does it give you a warm fuzzy? And then you can go like this. You can go, bow. Throw up some Kenman masks. Maybe you think you're the goat. I mean, lightsabers still have a place in the world. Right? Just because Star Wars is in dire straits, I don't know. Banning scrubs. Now that you're green, you have to partake in some green. Sorry, Hate Nate, I took that away from you. You're blue now. You're like a perma blue. Maybe you just have blue fuzzies. Hey, thanks for the membership. Ooh, I haven't noticed that yet, but I did start doing some stuff off camera. And I just noticed it. The big question is, who would win, Superman or Here I Come to Save the Day? Good question, Stephen.
At Apex Carriek became a member. At Apex Carriek celebrates 7 months of membership. Dan, whoa. 7 months. Cheers, fuggers.
Woo! 7 months for Robin at the D2 level. Yep, I did that. We'll give you the Sea Fox salute. How about that? The classic Sea Fox salute. Slice. Where's Paul? Paul usually pops in on a Monday. I'll take it for him, Nate. I'm green on the inside. Eagle Scout, if you're ever out, if anyone's ever in the area, 100%, let me know. If anyone's ever going to be in the Minneapolis area, I am down to meet up, hang out, have you jump in, sit right here. You know, I don't have to put my arm around you as much, maybe a little. Any little hugs? That's your favorite one? This is your favorite that I own? Oh. Well, then I done it right. I done it right. I summoned Pinar Snipper Guy in attack mode. I'm green on all sides. See you in Hot Atlanta. Bobtism. Let's go. Who else is going to be in Atlanta? Atlanta is a couple months away. Very excited. Who would win in the fight, Voltron or Mechagodzilla? I want to say Voltron. Although I'm starting to hang out on the Godzilla, the Monsterverse watching Monarch kind of getting into the Monsterverse a little bit lately, which is fun. But I still think it would be Voltron. Probably. What do you think? What do you think? Mighty Mouse is on the way. Me. Smoky Poo. I will be in Atlanta. Let's party, dude. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be so much fun. Too poor, too far. Eagle Scout, I'm dude, right there with you. Although Eagle Scout, you did buy quite a few knives at the show. You know, you could have bought no knives at Texas and then gone to Texas and Atlanta. It's like, are you kidding me? This guy said no buy no knives. No way. Truth facts. But yeah, I hear you. I might not be able to buy knives in Atlanta. I'm going to be very limited on my allowance for myself in Atlanta. I mean, I'll be there. We're going to have some fun. Probably won't be buying any Chris Reeves or anything like that. Underdog would beat them all. I just heard the Ghetto Sparrow. Which member of the EDC Roundtable is live? What? Steven agrees. Underdog for the win-win. No way. There's no way I could go and not buy a dozen or so knives. It's tough. I'm broke as shit, saving for one knife, thinking an HMC, says Bob Tism. If it suits your fancy, stew on it for a while. KDK won't buy any knives at Blade Show Atlanta. I won't. You just don't pay the mortgage? Well, how does he not get evicted from the house? That's the cue. Because I would like to not be booted out of the house. Haven't even started paying the mortgage yet. Steven's wife has no issue with him going to Atlanta as long as he leaves the credit cards at home. Hating it, I would love to. I think I'd be more likely to, I'd be more adept to finding a sugar mama who just, pays my mortgage. Anybody? Anyone? Hiring sugar mamas? Save up for the ProTech Avalon, says Thomas. That's a good one. It's good to get the free stuff and be a sexy influencer weirdo. Is that? I mean, I guess I did get some stuff. So does that mean I'm a super sexy or sexy influencer weirdo? I mean, okay. Okay. Sure. I'm into it. Why wouldn't you, right? Why wouldn't you? Carrying my Tuckamore today. Actually got this my first year at Blade Show, Texas. Concept Tuckamore. Beauty. She's a real beaut, Clark. Can Trish fill that role? Oh, well, I mean, I can't tell someone to be my sugar mama. They would have to want to shower me with all their riches, Eagle Scout. We're all sexy Eagle Scout. Everybody's got a little mop to their pop. Also kept with the concept carry today. Another brown micarta. This is the Lucero prototype. Little small little cutie. You can do it, Dan. People know you. I'm not lying. I ain't lying either. Yeah, I felt loved. I feel the love when I go to the shows. I mean, for sure. I have a good time. I don't expect much. I expect to meet people, have some fun, make a little video here and there, and just soak up the time and the moments and the good times and the good vibes with all the people. That's what it's all about. Marco is going to be Mo Patty's sugar daddy. Thoughts on the recently released Best Tech Wet Nelly? I have no thoughts. Let me look it up. The Wet Nelly? It seems to have kind of a dirty... It's got some dirty. So I gave her the Wet Nelly, you know? I'm not really a fan of the name. I mean, I can make jokes with it. So there's that. Which one do I want to look at? Let's go for this one. All right, button lock. Is it a top liner? Show the back. Show the back. Boo. Button frame lock. So it says button frame lock, but you don't get to see it, which I don't like. Oh, look, frame lock. Okay, so yeah, you could see it from that side. From this one. What? Oh, that's the side with the button on it. I thought this was the inside, but no, this must be the side with the button on it. Yeah, that's the back of the blade. Okay. That was kind of a weird picture. I thought that was the other side. So yeah, it is a frame lock and a button actuated. The Wet Nelly looks weird. It looks like a ripoff of the Golden Design Works. It's all right. Flipper tab only, button lock. Yeah, you know. Gotta help cook. I'll be back if you're still here. What you cooking? Look it up on Blade HQ. Why? That one's ugly. That one's definitely ugly. That two-tone right up the middle, no. Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. It's kind of a weird, you know, I don't know. It's like, it's so interesting how one weird shape looks really cool to you and the other weird shape is like, eh. What's up, Paul? Paul, what do you think of the Best Tech Wet Nelly? I don't like the name. I'm as dirty as anyone else, but the Wet Nelly, it just, eh. It doesn't even sound fun to make dirty jokes with. I mean, you know, why does USPS hate me? AA Ron. What's up, Jim Weller? It's always the worst. It'll say it's out for delivery, or it says it's to be delivered today, but it's not out for the delivery. Yeah, I don't like the name either, Rachel. Wet Nelly. Who landed on that? They're like bouncing them around. Carried it yesterday, Thomas. I like it. Actually carried several yesterday. I did my Easter, like I grabbed a bunch of stuff that looked like Easter eggs. You know what I mean? So I had like boom, boom, boom. I was carrying like all the different like pastel kind of colors. I had like 5 knives, but trying to make it kind of like, oh, the different Easter egg colors. But I do really like the UK PK. Just a fun knife. My dad really liked it too. He was holding it yesterday. He's like, he doesn't like the way it looks, didn't like the shape, but he liked the way it felt. Got over 600 knives in one package, and of course, it's shipping slow. Wait, 600? What? Like when people wet their finger and stick it in your ear? Yeah, I mean, it's not pleasant. 600 knives? Is it like a new design or something? Oh, $600. That makes more sense. It's like, yeah, 600 knives. Did you like pre-order? Like, oh, I'm at a design and I bought 600 of them and I'm going to sell them. That would be the only way I would think you would be getting 600. And that would be like a pallet. 2 calibers, 3 subcalibers, different finishes. Right on, Bob Tism. So $600 worth of knives in a box. That makes sense. And you're like, okay, please get here. Please get here. It was like when my Sparrow Strix was out for delivery and then I didn't get it till like the next day. I'm like, oh God, please don't be lost. Please don't have someone take it. You know, like Kobani bought a 400 last night. That's like half of one good knife. Paul. Baller Paul. Baller Pauler. With his fancies. Pauler. You fancy man. Do you fancy yourself a nice knife then? It's got to have at least $1,000 in it. Another Moorish for Paul. Did you snag that Moorish that popped up on KS yesterday? For Mike, yeah, that would just be for the scales. That'd just be for the show side scale. I'm not on Knife Swap. Is that what KS is? I've never been on that. I don't really get on any of the swaps. I rarely even blade binge. You know, I feel like, have I actually bought a used knife off of Blade Binge? I might have bought like one or two secondhand or like used knives on Blade Binge. I've bought, that's probably, my mom is probably not liking that grammar, which I agree with her. I have purchased 2 or 3 brand new knives off of Blade Binge. Robin, I've bought hundreds off of. Does it keep a record? Does it keep count? Guns are for show, knives are for pro. I remember when I showed you the Condor. That's your new EDC, that Condor. Eagle Scout got like a Condor, like machete looking cutter. It was cool. You don't want to know. You can audit yourself. So yeah, you can just go on to Blade Binge and be like, how many have I bought? And it just tells you. Like, yeah, that's sometimes that's the type of information you don't want to. You don't want that information. Go Bunny has like 11 condors. Why wouldn't you? Apex. Okay, what's Robin posting? Reddit. Oh boy. Reddit. Oh, the Moorish. I don't really spend much time on Reddit. How do I, what? Well, that's dumb. How do I go back? Like from this one, it won't let me go back though. I just want to go back to the damn post. Oh, it opens up a whole new window. Ooh. Baby. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a knife. What's everyone think? The Moorish Mariner. What's the old dollar sign on that bad boy? Original owner purchased for $11.50. Okay, so what do you want? SV1000 TV 1150. What's that? Oh, trade value. Sale value, trade value. All right, so he's knocking 150 off for a sale. Yep. I don't ball like that. I used to make more money and I didn't like working all the time. Working 65, 70 hours a week. If they want a W9 for 2 knives, I'd never sell on BB. W9? Did someone say that? Oh, Thomas. Interesting. Does that have something to do with them protecting themselves on sales? Reddit sucks. Knife swap is cool. Are you protected on knife swap? Yeah, Reddit is just conspiracy theorists, porn, and arguments. That's kind of what I get out of it. You can ignore W9. Every state has a minimum you can sell before you have to report. Right. If you're just selling knives, buying knives and selling them, it's not like that's a business, especially when you're selling for less than what you cost to buy them. There is no business there. That's not a markup. That's a no protection on knife swap. But you are protected on Blade Binge, correct? Just knife bros governing other knife bros. And then you kind of create a reputation for yourself. And then if you screw someone over, chances are they're going to shout it out to everyone that you screwed them over. Kevin Smith and Knives bought a lot on Knife Swap. Jeez. 40 to 50. Robin has 25 swaps. Been scammed once. IRS considers taxable income selling something you bought. What a crock. Like you paid taxes on it when you bought it. I mean, but at the same time, what are you selling? Why are you? I'm not getting in on anybody's business. I guess I see it differently because I don't sell. I have a whole bunch of knives. I don't need all these knives, but I'm not selling them. I kind of buy knives and I just keep them. I don't really sell. I've sold 100 or so and bought 20, 25. It's like some of you guys, I think it's like you buy a knife to have for a while and then you sell it to buy another knife to have for a while. I kind of fall in love with all of them. I don't really want to sell any of them, even if it's just to buy different knives. It's like a revolving door. You just want to keep having some come in and then you get rid of some so you can keep having some come in. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the only knives I've sold in the last few years are specifically I made a custom laser mark or something and someone's like, "Oh, dude, that knife is sweet. Are you selling it?" And then I'd be like, "Sure, if you want to buy it." And then I basically give it to them for what I paid for it. No profit. Just to get something, something if somebody likes it and I was able to make something that someone thinks is cool, it's cool to get that in their hands. If I was to start a horrible business buying and reselling knives, I would never tell anyone. Robbins went through 300 knives in the last year and a half. Ooh. Matt Conklin says, never delete, always add. That's kind of where I'm at. Blade Binge claims that tax info is required if you sell over 600 through Blade Binge. They have a third party. Told Blade Binge, no. I made the novice mistake and bought too many. Well, Steven, 80% of these are budget knives. Now I'm getting out of, because I got a bunch, but I still love, I find a knife that I think is cool for 30 bucks and I'll buy it and check it out because I'm interested. All total taxable income from sources over $600 is supposed to be reported. Yeah. Yes. What's up, Help with Gadgets? Yeah, you just want to buy. Like, why wouldn't I want to? You don't have the money. That's the thing. If I was buying $1,000 more-ish, ugh. I lost like 10 years of life from just working too much, and I didn't like working so much. Now I'd rather have time than money. The time is way more important to me than the money. I'm running out of time. Can't buy more of that. Budget knives aren't the problem. It's when you buy 1,200 of them. Right. Right. And yeah, generally in the knife hobby, unless it's a rare one that is not available, that is desirable, that hasn't been available for a while, generally you're selling it for less than what it costs new, or people will blacklist you, which I appreciate. Other communities aren't like that. Disc golf community is not like that. 200 discs will go up for sale and 10 people will buy them all and then immediately post on Facebook. Oh, were you not able to pick one of these up? I actually have 20 of them and they're available for twice the price an hour after they went on sale. And then the problem is all the dumb people buy them. And so then the next time there's a drop, the same people, there's no limits, and so people just buy them all. And then like, oh, you weren't able to get one? Oh, that sucks. I actually have them for twice as much right now. And nobody does anything about it. And I feel like the knife community is not like that. Really have to tickle my fancy to buy a budget knife, or I would buy one to support someone in the community. Right? But it's everybody, it's what do you want in your life? What do you do? What do you spend your money on? It's fine. It's cool. And I still see a lot of knives out there that are to me like this Kubi right here. I mean, they gave it to me for probably half price or whatever. But this 14C28N budget friendly Kubi, I can't wait to carry this and use it. I think it's a great knife. It feels good in the hand. It doesn't have to be a $600 knife for me to enjoy it. And I'm not saying that's everybody's on their own path. You don't think the knife community has unobtainable drops? Oh, there are, but the thing is it's not. If a company drops 100 knives, there isn't someone who buys 20 of them and then immediately posts them that same day for twice the price, and then they all sell. Like, maybe that's happening somewhere, but literally in the disc golf world, like, if you don't, like, there are new drops that you go to buy one a minute after they go on sale and they're gone. And because there's no limits, so people will go in and they'll just buy 20 of them, 30 of them, and then immediately post them up for sale the same hour for twice as much. And I see people post things up 10% increase off of something they just bought. And I see people calling them out on it, saying, hey, dude, you just bought that. Why are you selling it for 20% more? And then they kind of put them on a list unless you're selling it for 80 to 90% or whatever. Literally scalpers. Right. Like, they're doing it. It's like, I feel like the knife community might have that, but I don't see that as much. Like, I've seen some things that are on drops, and it's like an ABW slip joint goes on a drop and they sell out right away. But you don't see an hour later a bunch of them up for sale. Like, it seems like everyone who's buying one on that drop bought it because they want it. You don't really see those for sale. It's like everyone's actually buying it because they're getting one for themselves. But working for someone else sucks, for sure. Living as a reseller of anything, yeah, but to me, there's a certain thing, like finding stuff and then getting a deal on it, or like thrifting and finding some cool stuff and then being able to sell it to the community or whatever. But like literally buying something brand new from the community, preventing people in the community from buying it so that you can then sell it to them. And the disc golf world, it's like friends. Those are your friends. Your friends bought them all, and then we'll sell them straight to you for twice the price. It's like you are literally ripping off your own community. Versus if you're going out and you're thrifting and you're finding things and then putting them up for sale. That's different, I believe. Do you want another slip joint, Dan? I'll sell it to you for $320. No. I'm good. What I've learned by talking to them is they're going to keep making them because people buy them. So he does those little drops once every week or every 2 weeks. And that kind of, he creates even more of a buzz, I think, rather than just, we've got them in stock, thousands of them available. And then they get all bought up and then everybody's got one and then it's kind of done. But it's like these small drops. Like, I had to wait 2 or 3 drops before I was able to actually snag one. I thrifted, garage sales. Right. My old roommate used to do that too. Because that to me is a fully different kind of a situation. You are spending that time and that effort going out and finding things, researching things that have certain values, that do have an audience for like my buddy, he would find certain kitchen appliances, certain electronics, things like that, that and you paid attention for things like that you would find at those thrifty shops and things. But he's putting in that time rather than just sitting online waiting for something to go on sale. Oh, they're available. Buy 50 of them. Steven bought a bunch of knives at retail, selling them 10 to 20% below. Right? Your blade had a bunch of machine marks on your ABW? Like unfinished machine marks? Anybody else ever notice that? I noticed on mine the tip wasn't sharp. Right on the tip, it was kind of rounded a little bit. I've since sharpened it, and now I went into a box and went put the tip right against and cut, and it was like, what? Like, it felt like not sharp, but I've fixed that then. So it had those on there when you bought it, huh? That must have been a QC miss. Back in the day, Hinderer only released a few XM18s at a time. And so people were then listing them. Yeah, see, that's dumb. I don't believe in it. I think that's stupid. You're literally preventing someone who wanted to buy it from buying it so that you can mark it up and then sell it to them for more. Like, that's just cruel and rude. Buy traditionals at flea markets, clean them up and flip them. See, that's totally different too. Because now they're doing something. They're out researching, finding, buying, putting some time into it. It's totally different than just like, oh, the drop's happening, buy 20. There are bots that auto buy max quantities at drop, right? That's why companies should have, like, oh, we got a new drop on this. How many can you buy? You can buy one. Maybe you can buy two. But that's like the disc golf world doesn't care. They just let you buy as many as you want. And then if they're 20 or 30 bucks, some of these guys will just buy 100 of them. Because they know for a fact they will sell. That's the problem. There's too many people in that community that are just willing to just wait and then pay twice as much for it right away, which is just ridiculous. North Valley says, Bobtism, do you mean the CNC milling for the primary grind, or what part of it was messed up? Over the last 3 years, cost of slip joints has drastically gone up. Quality's probably gone up too. Robin says, Bob, are you talking about consistent straight milling lines across the entire blade? Yeah, what knife? It wasn't the Slippy? Because the other ones all have mill lines. Even mill lines across the entire blade. So Robin is correct about that. So yeah, Bobtism, what knife was it? Yeah, manufacturers like scalpers. Right, because, I mean, sometimes a manufacturer, if you just don't care, you don't want to get it out to the people that want it, you just go ahead and just let someone buy 30 of them? Sure. Oh, yeah, you can buy 30 of them. Why not? You want to buy 40? Hinderer secretly, quietly built a huge shop, hired employees, then stockpiled them, and then released them, saturating the market. If they're always available. See, that would be a thing too. Like, if they're available, then you can just buy one at retail price and not pay the scalper the upcharge. Very true. Very true. It's sad. I just feel like it's like what was that? One of my coworkers was like, yeah, well, you got to go in and get that money. And I'm like, dude, but you're going in and getting that money. Work hard to earn $1, sure. But going in and getting that money by being shady and taking advantage of people, I don't, I'd rather live a legit life. There are waved milling lines and waves along the blade. Did you message them about it? Which knife was it, Bob? I only buy my hinderers from Temu. Best value. Best value. I heard they only made 7 80/20Xs, and how much were they a piece? Couple? It also depends. How was it made? Was it handmade? Like, if you got one person hand making them, it takes the time to do it. It's why, great knife makers like Donnie, he only can do so many a month. He's one person. Boom. They make a nice little knife. They were like $1,000. Yeah. And they're probably completely hand done. And focus is there. Focus is here. Huh. Ching. Come on, little budget friendly old college try. I gotta flame up my booster bead though. I need to hit that titanium booster bead. Give it a little. Yeah, if only one person can make it, it's definitely. ABW slip joint or Spyderco UKPK. For a daily carry user, I would probably say the ABW, Thomas. And it's just because the UKPK is bigger. This knife is nice, but it's closer to like a daily carry with this size and that clip. So I kind of put it in a different category. The size difference. It's like there's enough that this isn't really like a small secondary carry. This is like a very specific secondary carry. I love it. It's a great knife. But if I've got my normal main knife, that would be kind of fall more into the category of more of like a main carry than a secondary. Does that make sense? What's up, Cody? Miranda? What are we up to? I got a mess on my table. Glasses? Huh? What's this? This was that. Put that there. Got kind of a mess over here. I need to do some videos. I need to make some videos on some knives pretty soon. I am behind, but here we are. What do I do? What do I do? Boom. Angry watermelon. The Hinderer bubble burst was a thing. Boom. Now it sort of looks more organized. Sort of. Let's put this right here. Ooh, how about that? How about that? Kind of a mess. J1 Doobie in the house. What is happening? What are you up to today? We're just chilling on a Monday here, hanging out for a little bit. I got to make a few vids. I did notice I didn't get as much footage at Blade Show as I would have liked to, But we were having fun. We were spending the time doing the things, enjoying the days. So yeah, a little bit less floor footage. We had the lives. I'm gonna pull some of those clips from the lives, do a little edit with that too. But kind of winding back in, no microtext. I have an MSI. I don't know where it is right now. The only Microtech I have is the Microtech standard issue, the full size one. It's okay. I feel that if I were to get like the copper scales or the heavier scales for it, I would probably like it more. But it's just okay. It looks cool. I just want to appreciate how much bougier your table has gotten since I first joined 18 months ago. A little bit more bouge. I've upped it. I wanted to know everything there was about knives, and so you got to get all the different types, the different styles, the different locks, the different steels, and try out everything that there is in that $30 to a couple $100 range to start getting an idea of what it is you like, appreciate. Playing around with knives I got from Burning Stables. Clayton does some great work, Miranda. No doubt about it. Boom. Solid knife. Just a beef chunk. Summer is almost here. I'm going to start beating on it, testing it out, doing some things live out in the garage or out in the yard. We're getting there. We are getting there. But notice I started doing a rearrangement. This is kind of a mess over here. Kind of a mess over here. Needs some work. But if you look over here, very orderly from here to here to here to there. These two rows, I did a little overhaul, revamp. Collection level up. Microtech SOCOM Elite is a must-have. How much are those? 500? What is the unique object next to the lava lamp? Yes. The lament configuration, Thomas? I feel like, Thomas, you've been here enough to know that. The letter opener? We have a katana letter opener. Shing shing. Not the Hellraiser box. Not the katana. Was it this? Or was it the 2x2 cube? This. I did a video on this. It's a letter opener. It's not very sharp, but it will open a letter. Perfect for a full-size G.I. Joe. Yeah. Or I could put it up in... It like fits in the Voltron hand perfectly. Well, I guess that's where it lives now. Why have you not put an edge on that? It's not going to hold an edge. I'm going to buy a better one. I saw a couple other ones that look nice, and I'm going to buy one of those, and I'll put an edge on it. I did find one that definitely has more of an edge on it and a little bit better blade steel than that. So that we're just going to leave it as is. And we'll go, Chef Rocky, what's up? Chef, you going to be in Atlanta? But I should order that other one. Thanks for the reminder. I do have the 2x2. The hard thing about a 2x2 versus the standard Rubik's Cube is one turn changes half of the entire cube. So just boom, and all of a sudden it's like pretty much fully mixed. I had the owner of the G.I. Joe prop katana from the old movie come one of the stream. Hells yeah, every year. Chef, I'll see you there for sure. We're mixed. Well, sort of mixed. Boom. There we go. That's better. Oh, but we got a couple matchies on that side. Better. Try to get it no matching sides. There we go. That's mixed. Now we have to solve it. I have a letter opener I bought from Medieval Times. Oh, that sounds awesome. They probably actually forged it too. That is super cool. Who doesn't want that? I'm gonna have to forge myself one of these days. All right. I haven't solved a 2x2 in a while. Let's do it. Ready? Legit? All right. It's dark in here. I can't see. All right. We're going to do white side first. White side. Done. Now we have to get the top. All right, now we got the top yellow, and we need to solve this. There we go. Two by two in the house. Good 2x2 solvers can do that a hell of a lot faster. I want to make a sword, but I'm lazy. Well, hello, my friends. I feel like a dog shit reheated in the microwave. Sorry to hear that. I wish you well. I hope we can bring it around. The fragrance is heavy. Fragrance. Got some Benadryl. That's all you need, just a little Benadryl. Robert Willoughby. What it is, what it do, what it look like. Okay. So we do have a little time before Blade Show. So am I gonna need to buy something before then? Probably. What are the hot things? What's gonna be the hot stuff coming out the pipe? I don't even know right now. You ever seen Alex Steele's YouTube? Yeah, I have. I've watched him do some stuff. Kathleen's got to run. Have a great live. Thanks for hanging out, Kathleen. Have a great day, or the rest of your day. Burning Stables Forge. Wanted to pop in and say hi. Gotta run. Hit like, y'all. Have a good night. Burning Stables, salute. Have a good night, Clayton. When are you live again, Clayton? Tomorrow during the day? The Kaiser snail? Huh? Snail Trail? Oh, the little pocket one? This thing. Thanks for swinging by, Clayton. Katie Kier, you planning to be at Atlanta? Yeah, help with gadgets. Yes. Atlanta. Yes. We already got the Airbnb booked. I still need to get a flight. But yes, I'll be there. I'm going to be broke, but I'll be there. So I'm assuming Help with Gadgets will also be there. Burn Stables Forge, Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Friday with Donnie at 11 a.m. Eastern. Saw Vosti's coming out with more titanium slims on the Porcupine. Okay, Snail Trail. I saw the video or the whatever, they're all sold out, $50. This isn't really my thing. It's kind of cute. $50 AEBL. I don't know. Anybody interested in grabbing one of these? I mean, they're kind of fun. This would be one that I'd review and check out, but it's not something I would generally. I'm not saying it's not worth $50. AEBL matte brass. Is it actual brass though? Brass tone aluminum, yeah. I don't know. Anyone think they're gonna get one? Not for me. No thanks. Won't buy it, but it's cute. What's the other company that made the button? There's a button and there's a blade in the button, but it's meant to be like you sew that button into your sleeve of your shirt, so it's like that emergency. Pass. Pass. I mean, I'd take one, but $50. There's a lot of knife you can get for $50, you know. If you can get all of this. But everybody's got different things that they excite their desires. I mean, I bought one of these. Did I need to spend $20 on this? No. But I mean, I have this one. Boom. Do I want to get another one? Like a tater tot? Probably. Probably. They had a lapel knife in World War II. Right? Prickly pineapple and the angry watermelon. For samurai mice. Yeah, an actual knife for 50, yes. A snail trail for 50. The corncob automatic boker, I would buy that. I mean, well, I don't know if I'd buy it, but I mean, there's a place for that one. That one kind of, that's like the Wiener Warrior kind of a scenario. I actually think the corncob one is pretty cool. There. Right? I mean, and fully they have one that's serrated. Ugh. Uh, I mean, no. Yeah. Wait a minute. What happened to the one I wanted now? Now they're all gone. How come I can't? It won't let me go back. Really? Really? What a dumb website setting. Yeah, the corn one is ridiculous. That one, what was it? ProTech had that April Fool's joke with the Auto Protect fork, but everyone was like, "Yeah, if you made that, I'd buy it." Which one of you goobers won't be in Atlanta? Says Bob Tism. I'm sure there's a bunch of people that won't. Metal Relic, what's up? Forks are overpriced. I didn't even look at how much they were. $55 for the fork. Yeah. You got your classic Boker Kalashnikov handle opening system, but yeah. $30. 35 for the fork, right? Give me the fork for 35. You know. Now, if ProTech made one or whatever, it was like 200. Be like, well, I mean, damn. We're gonna have to chia this soon. I need to go buy some, or I need to figure out what paints I'm gonna use. I could probably use water-based paint. Well, but it's gonna get wet. Probably got to use some acrylic paint. I'd hate to get stabbed with an automatic fork. What's up, Reaper? I got a chia head. We're gonna be doing that sometime soon. Reaper, you like knives? I got a lot of knives. I got some laid across the table here. This is one I gotta fix. Hopefully. Can you hear that? Just the smallest little bit. Did we see the Marathon April Fool's auto fork? Was that the one that I saw? Gorgeous knife. Stacy brought you here. Stacy's usually here, Reapers. Oh, I have seen you before. I've seen you either in one of her lives or somewhere else. How's it going? Yeah, we're just kind of chilling right now. Nothing exciting going on. Savivi did one too. Savivi did one what? Oh, fork. Good old fork. I got my shit. Where is it? Whisker Forge made me a fork. Got a hand forged fork right here. Triple prong trident for eating all my pasta. Shout out to Burning Stables. Whisker Forge. Brian. He's in here pretty regularly too. I recognize Bob Tism. Who don't? Who don't? So yeah, I definitely am behind on my Blade Show footage. I've got pretty much all of my random footage up, but now I need to take the remaining knives and do some overviews. The KB Spike is one that I picked up. M390 titanium, really fun. Boom. Thanks for KB Kubi really hooking it up with the show. This one is the Barracuda. Kubi Barracuda. Also M390 titanium. Boom. Was that the one I just picked up, Reapers? This one? Or this one? Or this one? This one is the Kubi Barracuda. M390 titanium on that one. The one right next to it is the KB Spike. And then on the other side is the KB Eldorado. Dude, this is awesome. Something about this slip joint. Oh my God, right? KB and Kubi really doing some great stuff. This one then, the Barracuda. Yeah, this is a wild design, fun, thin, slicey, feels good in the hand. Snappy, front flipper only, but if you get down here low, you can. My hands are all whatever. If you get in there low, you can flick it out. Come on, Dan. Jesus. There we go. Not designed for it, but you can make it happen. Kubi Pioneer is a good one. Boom. Definitely fun. Underrated. Kubi's, they're just great. They make some really good stuff. That's this one here is the Kubi Vagrant. This is their budget Vagrant. They have a Primo Vagrant as well. But man, this thing is crazy. The action on this is ridiculous. For a budget-friendly 14C G10, it just opens perfect. Flicks out great. Has a nice detent. Pulls in really good. I mean, come on. Yeah, their action, their price point, they've got it everywhere. The budget friendly all the way up to the premium. Got a couple other ones. This Kubi right here, little top flipper. See that? That's how you get scratches. That's fine. Top flipper. Boom. Another budget friendly one. Wow. Failed that. Oh, my weak ass hands. Boom. Right on, Robin. We'll see you in the next one. I got putting league, spring putting league outside. Started last week. I'll be there tomorrow. Probably go live. Well, I'll be live on Thursday for sure. Huge flat ground in the DLC version, Bob. I got a Lanyard Man's not in here today, but this is Lanyard Man's. I picked one up for him when I was at the show. He said he wanted one. This is the Tenable Beaver top liner. Look at that lock right there. Boom. Really nice action on it. This button, it just drops. Just open, close, open, close. Feels great in the hand. Weird alien scales for cheap. Think you should get it all, Bob. Did I do the video on that one already? I can't even remember. I need to go through and get ready and do all my videos. Here's that Concept Wasp. Super cool knife. What is this one? 154. Button lock. Front flipper. Fuller flick. Ridiculous. I dig it. Dig it a bunch. Another Kubi right here. Thumbs out. Whoops. Flicks out. Flipper tab. Customization station. Get ready for it. What should we do for the die project on this one? Fade. Solid color. Rachel doesn't like the Wasp, which is fine. Totally fine. I love it. I love it. It's hideous. So is this thing. This ugly thing that Kevin Smith and Knives gave me. I love it though. It's just an absolute chunk. Look at how thick this thing is. I cut my palm right there with this bad boy. So thick, I want to flip it like that and it turned this way and just caught me as I was doing it. Now I'm going to do it again. Screw that. Boom. Super thick, chunky, chody little turd right there. I dig it. I need to shipwreck this one soon too. The beast. Yellow scales and the black blade wasp, says Matt. Yep, it's cool. It's a good wasp color. The black and yellow kind of fitting for the... Right? Right? Am I going to make some videos tonight? Or am I going to get to work on that? Or am I going to finish that? I got a lot of things to do. Although I'm getting pretty much done with the house situation. I talked or I messaged with my mortgage person today, and it looks like all said paperwork is done. All meetings are set. All closing dates are finalized. And I'm just on standby now, waiting a couple of weeks, and we do the closing, and we're done. And then Kenman is official homeowner. What's everyone think of the Rosecraft peanut? I actually really like this. Smaller knife, fits right in the hand like that. I really used to like my Case peanut. And then KDK is Landed Gentry. Was watching the crew fly around the moon. I've been watching that stuff too. Pretty exciting. It's pretty neat. Cool stuff. It'd be fun if they go and land on that son of a bitch. So here's the Case peanut. This would be a nice classic knife, except for Case has the wobbly gooks that I just can't stand. Can't stand. I like the yellow on there, but the Rosecraft peanut, this thing is solid. Thank you, Rachel. It's exciting. Throat Go, I love yellow too. Yellow is fun. Here's my Salt series, Magnus Let's Ho, Spyderco. I like Ultim, so I'm a big yellow fan. I also like Stag and this small peanut. This thing is solid. No movement on this. Nice half stop. Small knife. Drop it in the hand. Yellow's an awesome color though. Here's my Ultim Tri-Stash. The classic Case tolerance. Definitely internationally designed to prevent the blade rot. Terrible. Got me up on the big TV. Look at the Tri-Stash. Look at that. That's yellow. Boosh. I don't know how much yellow you can see behind me here. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Not much over here. Oh, that one's yellow. Doesn't look like it. It's getting washed out. I did start doing a little bit of a rearrangement. Barely loved Spyderco Kenman. I'm barely there. They have some fun stuff. I've been converted a little bit. I love the UK PK. This one's great. The Salt Series UK PK Magnus Let's Ho. Solid knife. It'll definitely get into the rotation. Any yellow gas station knives? Like that. I got some gold. I like gold. I mean, this bad boy. The old lava lamp. Classic. It's classic. Right? I got my Voltron. I got my Rancor monster. Of course, my Jason mask. We're going to make a mask out of this one day. How did I do that again? Or like a crown. The double fisted or the double spiked death crown. Show us the clip. The clip on what? On the yellow thing? On this? It's classic assisted. This is classic. This is all the gas station knife things built in. Crazy design, assisted open, tip down clip that doesn't match the rest. Right? Somewhere it will say USA design. Right next to somewhere that says China. Got all the gas station glory. Thomas likes collecting weird Spyderco knives. There's some weird Spydercos out there. I have one that's sort of a weird Spyderco, but it's not a Spyderco, but it's a weird Spyderco, but it's not a Spyderco, but it's a collab with Spyderco, but it's not a Spyderco. What in the hell are you talking about? This one here? Well, that's a Benchmade, Dan. Well, yeah, it is. But if you didn't know, the guy who does Benchmade and the guy who does Spyderco are buddies. And this one, Spyderco gave him permission to use some of the styling. So this is the lockback. I don't even remember what the shit. I'm just dropping stuff today. I don't even remember what these are called. Anybody remember what this one's called? The old Spyderco Benchmade collab from 20 years ago. This is an actual Benchmade. First production. Authorized by Spyderco to use the design. It was a gift. I can't remember what these are called offhand, but it was a gift from Anything Emerson Waved. Thought it was kind of a fun, weird one that I might enjoy. And it is. It's one that I don't carry, but it's got some history to it. What about China, Bob? I don't know exactly all the story on this. I know that Benchmade made this design with the blessings of Spyderco, so they're not, you know, with the ring, and like it has more of a Spyderco look. This was before the pocket clip was invented. Well, it has a clip. It has 4-position clip. It just doesn't have a clip on it. This is how I got it. You know, I guarantee you it's got a little age to it. But I can't remember the exact name of them. Kind of a strange one. That's some way over my head stuff. Big pimpin'. I don't know. It's something. I mean, it's a knife. It's not as cool as a lot of these. It's not something I'm going to... I mean, it's cool, a little collection. There's always knives that I feel like you have to have in your collection. I've kind of showed some of these before. What do I mean by that? It's like the Opinel. Wait. The Opinel is a knife that, yeah, every knife collector could probably have one of these. Am I going to carry this and use it? Do I like it? No. But it's something that's good for the collection. The wrestling gal, China. Sure. So yeah, you got to have an Open L in your collection. Everybody should have like a Rat Model 1 or Model 2. Ontario Knife Company. This is a Model 1. Spyderco meets Benchmade. Nice to have for a collection. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's got a lot of value or anything crazy to it. It's just kind of an interesting, like, wait a minute. That looks like a Spyderco. Wait a minute. It's Benchmade? Wait a minute. What? A Mora. Yep, everybody's got to have a Mora. And if you don't want the basic Mora, you get yourself like a Cans ball. A little bit chunkier. Right? Kind of classics. I think everyone should have a Higo no Kami, right? The classic friction folder. Higo no Kami, right? With the paper carbon steel or whatever it is. Classic Buck 110. Everybody should probably have one of them in their collection as well, right? A Leatherman. Yep, I have a Leatherman somewhere in this room. Classic Buck. You know, maybe even a classic like case. You know, like here's your case medium Stockman 3-blade. Like this is just an old school, the old 3-blade medium Stockman. Something like that. Or even, you know, you can go into the stock, you know, the 3-blade, same thing right here, but this is your old timer version with the Delron handle. Right? Oh. Why wouldn't you get a peasant knife? Everybody, you know, the classics Ford peasant knife. Right? I mean, that's like a staple. Blade HQ gave you a Mora for free. Blade HQ is pretty good about having little hookups, like having things where, oh, this month or this week we have, if you buy this and this, you get this. Or they have those little freebie throw-ins and stuff, which is cool. I can appreciate it. I feel like there's a couple more that I've got kind of lying around. I mean, get a drop bear. Kaiser drop bears are always a fun user. The pyrites. Why wouldn't you have a pyrite? I got my Paisley pyrite. One of a kind Paisley pyrite. Pyrite's a win. Got a cool dump tray from SMKW. That's cool. Those are always fun to have. Just a couple of nice things you can get, you know. Some about little trays. I use trays. Little containers. Hey, Nate. Hey, yo, I'm back. And full. What did you eat? What did we miss? Let me live vicariously through your belly. What did you eat? What did you make yourself to eat then? Tell us all about it. And then I'm going to go make me some myself. Yeah, I'm going to be closing down pretty soon because I'm going to be having dinner myself soon. Fred's having dinner right now. Fred, what are you eating? What's everybody eating? I think I might just go have a Chef Boyardee. Nah, maybe I'll make a pizza. I don't know what I have. I don't have much. I don't know much. It gets used every day to hold the keys in the watch, right? You get home and you just, boom, pitch them right into that. It's always good to have that. Chicken matzo ball soup. That sounds pretty good. It's not too hot yet. Still can have the soup for a little while. Leftover pizza. I had that last night. Tenable Link, curry chicken, and potatoes. Well, that sounds great, 8 and 8. Let's everyone think about the Iron Man colors on the Tenable Link. Doobie of the J1 variety. I like this. I like this. It's fun. It's fun. It's solid. It's a win. It is a winner. Chicken dinner. Definitely the chat has made me hungry all of a sudden. Starting to talk about the food. I only have one knife in that bright orange type of color. Which one is it, Fred? Beefaroni actually does sound kind of good right now. Dude, the classic beefaroni noodles. Just like a macaroni noodle, beefaroni, 1 pound of hamburger. It's like a pasta goulash. I'm down. That actually sounds great. Except for I don't have the ingredients to make that. I don't have a lot of ingredients to make anything right now. I might have to just go somewhere. Which isn't always the worst. But yeah, no lie. Beefaroni? When is the last time I had a hamburger helper? That sounds awesome. I mean, sometimes, bro, I can have a Chef Boyardee ravioli can as a little snack. They're good. I like pasta, though. Custom Jocko front flipper, South African maker. And it's orange G10. Bob Tism, I'm going to get some beefaroni. Dude, next time I go to the grocery store, I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to buy a couple pounds of hamburger and a couple packages of beefaroni and stuff. Comes in a can. See, when I thought beefaroni, I was thinking, beefaroni. I was thinking like the hamburger helper. It's basically the same thing. Thomas just ordered the Microtech Mini MSI Green Frag. I got to handle one of those in Texas. The Mini MSI is definitely more of a manageable, enjoyable knife than the big one. And I generally like larger knives. I have been getting more into smaller knives. But the smaller MSI, the Mini MSI, is actually a better knife, I think. How much, if you don't mind, Thomas, what was the price? How about some Spam? I've had Spam on more than a few occasions. I will eat it. I don't prefer it. I mean, if you're making Spam sandwiches or something like that, I'd eat one, sure. I won't buy it and make more of it, though. It's okay, you know? I like some weird stuff. You ever have Braunschweiger? Ooh. Get yourself a little thing of Braunschweiger. It's like liver pate, but like it's like a spread, like a cold spread, meat spread that you would put on crackers or something. Spam and eggs, yeah. Spam, eggs, rice sandwich, not bad. But I'm not a fan. Does that make sense? I will definitely eat it. Nah, beefaroni all the way. What's up, Dylan Mallory in the house? Yep, I'm going to have to get some hamburger helper and some beefaroni. Is the beefaroni just the Chef Boyardee macaroni noodles and beef? I joined at a bad time. I'm getting hungry, Dylan, so we're just talking food. I am going to be shutting it down pretty quick, though, here. J1 Doobie hates Braunschweiger. Braunschweiger's a weird one. Like I said, it's like a liver pate, a cold meat paste. It's not really something. I'm drank as fudge and shitty beefaroni sounds amazing. I'll get a can of beefaroni. The Chef Boyardee will do you right, bro. I have a few Chef Boyardee mini ravioli cans right now. I might even have a SpaghettiOs and meatballs. Something about just a can of SpaghettiOs and meatball bring you back to being an 8-year-old child. Deanna needs. Yeah, when I was married, she cooked. I think we both cooked about the same amount. I actually like cooking.
At Mallory_DSGNS became a member. At Mallory_DSGNS celebrates 4 months of membership. I'm eating chili Fritos lol.
Chili Frito sounds great. We're going to give Dylan the double Dylan Mallory salute. Oh my God, I can't even do it today. We got a double Dylan Mallory salute. Look at that. Pow, pow, right in the double kiss. Thanks, Dylan. 4 months at the D2. Yeah, Rachel. So, I mean, we both cooked like half the time. I actually like cooking, but when I cook, I'm always cooking for four to six people is like the proportional ratio I use when I cook. And when I'm alone, now I've got a lot of leftovers that I'm not going to necessarily eat before they go bad. I like leftovers maybe once. I guess it depends. But usually leftovers, one time I'll finish them off. If it's going to be 2 or 3 times and I don't want it, and I'm making all these meals that I like to make for like 4 to 6. I'll get 2 meals out of it, and then the rest sits there for a week and goes bad or whatever. So I just don't cook as much. But yeah, if I can find some type of sugar mama that loves cooking and loves showering me with money, I mean, I wouldn't object. Need to freeze portions. See, but I don't do that either because when I freeze something, then I never unfreeze it. And when I want it, I have to now thaw it out. And then thawing it out and cooking it, it's like it ends up taking too long. You know what I mean? I don't freeze anything really. The only thing that's in my freezer would be like frozen pizzas, ice cream. You know, if there's a super deal on like hamburger or something like that, where like one of the partners of where I work, she also is a like cattle farmer. So like once a year she'll have little meat um groups that you can get, and I got like one where I got like a roast and some T-bones and like 20 pounds of hamburger, and each one of the pounds of hamburger were individual pounds. And so then I put those all in the freezer minus like 1 or 2, so I can like basically, even when I did that though, like when I wanted hamburger, I would take it out of the freezer a day or 2 before I was going to eat it, so that when it was time, I was just pulling it out of the fridge, it's thawed out, and I could cook it immediately. I don't know any, but that would but there's cougar bars out there. Go to some cougar bars where the women drink free. Is Carl in your fridge? Hmm? 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 Dylan made French toast. I like making French toast. French toast is kind of one of those ones because I'll make that, and you mix up a few eggs and kind of prep your wash, and then you make them as you kind of go, and like I get 1 or 2 made, and I start eating those while I'm making the third, and then I'm eating the third one while I'm making the fourth one, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stop here, and then you just basically make enough to finish. I don't get out to the bars too much anymore. There was a good cougar bar out there. Some extremely wealthy cougar that wants to support my hobbies. French toast with sausage and maple syrup. French toast is good, especially the breakfast sausage. My Dylan Mallory combo. I've got one set up for left carry, one set up for right carry. So I got the main and the secondary that can be carried together, and you got one in each side. Right? Cougars are looking for young guys, not men in their 50s with 400 knives. Thomas. Where's my mouse? Thomas, you don't think I could pull a cougar? Like, no. You look like look at you. Falling apart. I'm old. Yeah, if they're styling like that, they would probably be looking for more of a trophy. Although, yeah, Rachel's got a point. I should be looking for the 70-year-olds. Man, I tell you. I don't even know. I don't even know. What do you do? What do you do? Although I am pretty much ready to eat.
Dan, all this talk about spreadable meat has got me drooling. PBJ and meat spread sandwich. Oh god, I just threw up a little in my mouth. We gonna have to find you a sugar mama in Atlanta, Dan. Rocket wave that hair, yeah.
Rocket, yeah. Hey Nate with the 20 and the lyrical voice of an angel. PB&J and a meat spread. Can we find a sugar mama in Atlanta, you think? We could find one? I think it could be done. 70. Well, you know, there's that list. You're supposed to check off, you know, someone, if you're young, you go for double your age. But then the older you get, the more it's kind of just like someone who's 30 years older. You know? Shave the beard or not. This time around for Atlanta, I'll probably keep it around like this. If what happens is it gets a little longer than this, I'll trim it off, and a week or two later, it'll be like this again. I had a orange juice and ham smoothie once. You've never had PB&J with meat? See, there is a hamburger. I've had a hamburger that had peanut butter on it. I don't think it had jelly on it, though. That's a thing. There's quite a few restaurants out there you can get a peanut butter burger, and it's really actually not bad. So that is definitely peanut butter on meat. I can't say that it had jelly, though. I don't know. Hey, Nate. Thank you, though, very much. I appreciate you. Magnus Slots Ho. Hate Nate, the supremist for the most lyrical words of wisdom blessed upon us from the greatest of Nate, the hatiest of Nate. I actually had a PBJ with bacon before, the Elvis sandwich. Huh. Hate Nate says, I'm smoking right now. We're styling. You know, I could maybe lose a couple of pounds, or maybe just get into a little bit more of a different shape than I am, a little bit more solid. You know what I'm saying? I may have had a burger with peanut butter. I can't remember. That's a thing. You'd be surprised at how many restaurants do have that. In the South, they like jelly on their sausage biscuits. I've had jelly on a biscuit in the breakfast time, but it didn't have sausage on said biscuit. Dear God, hate Nate. I'll have none of that. You are you, and you are spectacular. Mm, mm. Stop hating it up with a biscuit. Get in there, just delicious. The Elvis sandwich, huh? He died eating one of them on the toilet. Rotund? Maybe. Okay, enough of this, kids. Love y'all. Magnus Let's Ho. Dan's a quarterback. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe we can find some nice lady for me in the pit in Atlanta. We'll see. I don't have enough time for myself, let alone somebody else. Anything goes with a biscuit in the South. What movie quote was that from? Don't get into that mid-70s Elvis shape. Yeah. Prostitution is not legal in Georgia. Well, but can you slut yourself out for knives? Is that different? Will slut for knives. It seems legit. Magnus Let's Ho, I appreciate everyone. Anybody, however you are, if you've never been here, members, subscribers, lurkers, anyone, you're in this community, you are a knife lover, you like talking about knives, I appreciate you. We have a good time here. It's super fun. And I can't wait to talk to you more about something else. I'm going to have to buy something soon. I got projects to do. I got projects I need to get done. Finally got to a good point on the house, though, where now I have some more time, but I will have some of my spare time. They have to come and start getting the rest of their stuff out of the basement and the garage. But we are making some great headway, and I'm excited for what the future holds. Alana's going to be here before we know it. Yeah. Everyone have a great night. Thank you for hanging out. Get these projects done, Kenman. I'm just a gigolo. Everywhere I go.
Dan the Gigolo. Rocket, hey baby, how you doing?
Life goes on without me. I ain't got no I'll gigolo for you, Hate Nate. Hate Nate can be my manager. Hate Nate, you want to be my manager? Rocket, hey baby, how you doing? How you doing? That's the line. Use it. Know it, live it, love it. I will. No, I said manager. 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 I mean, that means you stand to profit from this. Well, you can wear a fur coat. Just be, you can get some. I'll get you some platform shoes with some fish tanks in them, a sweet cane, a fur coat, and a big old hat. Wingman. Wingman. Gotta get those knives, yo. We gotta get you get those knives. Get you one too. Okay. All right. Thank you, Hate Nate. Magnus Lutzo. Appreciate you all. Stay sharp, stay classy. Maybe go live tomorrow for the putting league for a little bit. It's outside, depends on how cold and whatever it is. Gators bitches better be wearing jimmies. Ugh. Ugh. I just want to put the fish boots. Oh, these tables. I didn't know there were tables to turn. But we'll see. Stay tuned. Magnus Sluts for Life. Stay tuned. We'll see.